Y'all, I am so teed off. Hey, TikTok. I am recording this video again because I had already recorded it once and I don't know what I did. But anyways, I wanted to go ahead and hop on here and tell y'all part 2 of my story. Because I got to re-record this, I'm gonna give you all the short version. Because I tried to record this 3 times and it's just like I want to go ahead and get it out. Also, if TikTok is banned on Sunday, y'all, which I hate if it is. TikTok has been so life-changing for me. I've learned so much on this app, and I'm just heartbroken if it has to go away. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do. But anyways, if TikTok goes away, I will upload a YouTube channel. I am already on Instagram, and I'm going to put both of those in my profile so you all will be able to continue to follow me on my journey telling my story. So we're going to get right into the story. So KH and I, we're training, and I told you all what she kind of told me, that the first story she told me about JK and how that stuck in the back of my mind. So we're going to this day when I'll tell y'all, like, when I get there, what the crazy, bizarre thing she said to me. So we're sitting there doing training one day, and while we were doing training, we took a lunch break. It was probably around 12, and she ended up, just when she came back, the vibes was off. The vibes was very different. Anybody that know, you know, with discernment, you kind of can just know when it's a shift in energy or shift in vibes. So we came back from lunch, and she was acting that way. And I was like, you know what? Maybe something happened over the course of lunch. I don't know. So I ended up taking a lady restroom break. So I came back from the restroom, and when I was walking back from the restroom, something just told me, like, you need to document this little weird interaction. You just need to. So I ended up documenting it. So I'm sitting there, and while I was sitting there, she pointed out something that was very minute that either I made a mistake on or we were talking through, and I think I had to ask her to repeat it or something. I don't remember, but it was very minute and small. So she kind of got smart and made this comment like, I'm not trying to treat me like I was dumb or something, but this came all out of the blue, y'all. Like, all out of the blue. Mind you, I told you all in part 1, she was taking me out to lunch every week. I'm 2 months into the job at this time. She was taking me out to lunch. I mean, she would always want me in her office. I would sit there and try to do my work, and she would come out there and just find something for us to train on so I could be in her office with her. And we would train and do work, but we would also, laugh and have a good time and stuff. So you could just tell she liked to be around me, and at that point in time, like I said, she was like a mentor to me. So I was cool being around her, y'all. So she asked after we did the training session, could we meet at 2:00? So immediately my flags went off, like, she must be having a day today. Like, what is this about? We meet at 2:00, y'all. She came in there and some told me, like, you need to document this. You need to keep your evidence, if you know what I mean. So she came in. She sat across from me. She gave me a piece of paper. It wasn't much on the paper at all. She told me that if I didn't sign the paper, then I would be fired in 2 weeks. So I said, sign the paper for what? And she was like, this is telling you, that we really need somebody that's going to do something. She said, catch on. It was just very bizarre, y'all. She had not said anything about my performance before then. She did not. So, I mean, it just threw me for a loop. So then when she said that, she was like, yeah, you're going to be terminated in 2 weeks if you don't sign this paper. So I was like, what? Sign what paper? Like, for what? So I immediately was like, this goes up a red flag. I told on her. I sure did. I went to HR. So at that point in time, I went to the executive director of HR and our employee relations team. They opened up investigation. Y'all, they told me they didn't have any other findings of some of the other little things I had pointed out what we were going through. Because once I told on her, it became an open investigation. She started doing little things, trying to pick with me. So I was reporting those things too while she was, picking with me while we was doing this investigation. Oh, no findings. No findings for those things that, other things that you talked about. But the things that I kept documenting and the strong evidence that I had of that conversation when she told me that she was going to terminate me if I didn't sign that paper, that was the only thing y'all had findings. So anyways, I was like, if I'm going to continue to work here, I need to document everything. I end up keeping my job, and I got moved to a new supervisor, and we'll call that supervisor CI. So I end up, working there. We're 4 or 5 months down the line. 6 months come, close to me ending my probation. She came to me one day, I guess because she knew I was going to be there because I made it out of my probationary period. My new supervisor had no issues with me at all. We worked very well together. I actually missed her when she left. She was a light in that place for me. But make a long story short, she came to my desk one day and she said, because I used to sit at the front desk before I was promoted. Yeah, I used to sit at the front desk. So she came to my desk and she was like, I just want to apologize for what I did. And, I don't know what came over me. And I just want to apologize, and stuff like that. Then, y'all, she said the most bizarre thing. I've never had anybody to say this to me. She sat up there and told me, I don't know what I was thinking about. And then she looked me dead in my eyes and told me the devil made her do it. You heard me. That's what she said. And I was like, did she just say this? I ain't never heard nobody. I said, that's that energy I was feeling. That's that vibe I was feeling. I told y'all something was off when I came back from lunch. I was like, I don't know if she went out there and took some. I don't know if she having a bad day. I don't know why the vibes changed. But I just knew something was off that day. But yeah, she told me the reason she tried to fire me is because the devil made her do it. Stick around for part 3.